Welcome to episode 3 of Meme Daddies.
Episode 3, baby.
Do the hand thing.
Oh, we do this.
Yeah, that's what we do here. Yeah, just like in Inglourious Bastards.
Well, then I would go like this.
Yeah, when he got caught. He got caught in the bar. They knew.
Like Leisen.
Yeah, Treisfeisen. What did he order? Three glazes of... Three glazer? Treisgleisen? Anyway, so you know what I wanted to... In episode 1, I said season 1, episode 1.
Yeah.
We're not doing seasons.
I thought about that.
I've been thinking about it for 3 weeks.
Yeah, me too, bro.
We're not doing a murder mystery fucking podcast here. We're just talking shit. And I wanted to apologize to anybody who thought this was going to be a season-oriented podcast.
So we're not going to have like a big cliffhanger before the last episode?
No, there's going to be no last episode until one of us dies.
I mean, of season 1.
No, I mean every episode should leave you wanting more. Hopefully Hopefully the episode ends and you go, "Damn, I want a little bit more of that." You know,
right?
I want a little more.
I'm almost there.
So close.
Come on, just
yeah. Hopefully that it leaves you. Hopefully it leaves you wanting more, and then you want to come back, and then you come to our Instagram pages and you get the fixes in between during the week of our memes and our videos, and you can DM us, you get on the Patreon, you hit us up in the messages, the chats, the boards.
Full nip, too, on Patreon, right?
I'm doing half nip. My nips are too valuable to share.
Half nip meaning half of each or one, like,
no,
one nip?
Half of each, yeah.
Okay.
Like when they stick out of a bikini.
Top or bottom?
Left and right.
Mm.
Yeah, weird. Top is too much.
Top
Maybe
nip?
bottom. Maybe bottom.
Bottom nip's hot.
There's nothing better than like a little bit of a tit hanging out of the fucking t-shirt, you know?
Yeah.
I'll raise my hands up and the thing will come flying up and you'll see.
Oops.
Yeah. So anyway, that's not how I planned on starting out the episode, but it is what it is. We're letting our brains flow here, and I'm having a great day. You caught me talking to myself in the house before, which was really interesting.
You were hyping yourself up about wearing a hat. And then you didn't wear the hat.
I got self-conscious.
I mean, you had a full-blown conversation.
Because you were wearing the hat last week.
I was.
Because your head was shiny.
It was.
And I got curtains. This is boring. But anyway, so I brought out the hat. Anyway, whatever. Jared, you're not going to cut this. He got too fucking cut happy with the first episode, by the way. I want to tell you that. Like, did you cut out
he
too
thinks
much?
he's cutting fucking Eminem or MTV Spring Break.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, how was your week? Real quick.
How was it's Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't matter. So I want to kick off this week. We got to jump into why am I an asshole? Weekly series we're going to do because I'm an asshole every week, multiple times per week. There's this thing that you guys have been teasing me about, torturing me with the guitar thing.
Yeah.
I got a real problem with people playing instruments for me. And showing me
Nobody's playing instruments. We had a conversation you weren't a part of, God forbid, for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, bro.
All right, maybe 30.
Half an hour.
Yeah,
it was anyway, it's not the conversation. When somebody pulls a guitar out at a party or shows me a video of them playing a guitar, I want to bash their skull.
Jared, not you.
Not you. No. Specifically, one thing in particular, this guy came by my house. His son is playing guitar. He's never going to hear this, so it doesn't matter. He pulls out the video. He goes, "Hey, I want to show you a video of my son playing guitar in a band." I go, "Okay, cool. I'll check it out." I'm trying every day of my life to be nicer and nicer. So I say, "Okay, cool. I'll check it out." He hands me the phone. He's standing there watching me watch the video. So much pressure. So I watch about 30 seconds of it. I'm like, this kid sucks, right?
Did you tell him? No, you didn't.
Of course not.
Okay.
I'm like, this is great. So I put my finger on it. It's a 9-minute video, bro. I go, "This is great. Thanks so much for showing it to me." He goes, "Well, you're not going to watch the whole thing?" I go, "No, I'm not." 9
minutes, come on.
He goes, "Oh, wow." And he was pissed at me for not wanting to watch the whole thing. I was like, listen, in my mind, I was like, you're out of line here.
Nobody watches 10 minutes of anything. Nobody.
I wouldn't even watch...
I don't want to watch B.B. King for 10 minutes.
I don't want to watch...
Right, I mean...
you sent me a cut of the Patreon episode. It was 40 minutes, 28 minutes, 38 minutes. I didn't watch the whole thing. I can't. That's me.
The average
I'm a
song
narcissist.
the average song is 3 minutes.
A song from
Was he jam band? What was he playing?
I don't even know, dude.
Yeah, but unless you're interested, like I wouldn't even want to watch a music video that's 3 minutes if I'm not interested in the song.
I wouldn't watch. I don't watch anything you send. Whenever you send me like a text of a video, I don't watch it. It could be 30 seconds, but who wants to watch a video?
Okay, so maybe I'm not an asshole. Okay, that could be a resolution of the week. Why am I an asshole? I'm not. Which brings me to,
Oh wait, you got a lighter?
yeah. Oh yeah. We got it.
These Cigars ain't gonna smoke themselves, buddy.
Cigars. What are you smoking this week, by the way?
This week I have a Rocky Patel.
Ew.
What do you mean, ew?
I'm just kidding. Rocky Patel. Ew. I'm smoking a Padron 1926 Anniversario, number 47 the size.
Oh, you like those?
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't do it right. I did it right. I said, ew. Yeah. You want the lighter? I'm already cut. So, all right. So listen. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So I'll start it off. So let me know if you agree with this. Okay. So 2 things happened recently. I took my kids to go see the Cirque du Soleil. It was the night before Christmas show. That was however long ago it was. And Jessica got us tickets to go see the opera over the weekend. I can't sit for that long anywhere doing anything.
How long?
The opera was like 3 hours. And the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas was I don't know how long, but it was for kids. So like I need, but the problem is people spend money. They want to make sure they feel like they got their money's worth. I need a version where it's like, I want to check off a box where it's like, can I get the okay, I get it version? Where I go in there for like 30% less time and I'll even pay more money for it. I don't give a shit. I want to like go in there in the back rows and be like, all right, I got it. I get the point. I want to get out of here. I want to go.
Yeah, the short form, the TikTok opera. Look, the guy comes out. Like, whoa. That's what you're like. You got no attention span. You're shot. You're like, okay, you're sitting there. We're going to start scrolling. They're still there. 3 hours. You couldn't watch something for 9 minutes. Your brain is like, you're shot.
Bro, 3 hours of
hours.
a different language.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. So, like,
But imagining you at the opera is funny.
dude, I had no idea what was going on.
You have to front, though, a little bit. You probably sit, right? Did you act kind of cool? You can't just be Mr.
But did you
Monster
bring little
Truck.
binoculars on a stick?
Yeah.
That's one thing. I wish I had binoculars because so Jessica got us great seats, by the way. So at first I was like, damn, we're kind of far. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't see facial expressions. Tosca is the most beautiful woman in the land. I was like, maybe. I can't see shit. I don't know. Like maybe she is. Maybe
The jumbo screens like at a concert.
Yeah, there's nothing. So you can't see any. Like I couldn't see anything. So we're watching this opera, and like there's in the end of the second act, there's a major storyline resolved, right? And like I'm just like, what else are they gonna do here? You know what I mean? Like
They just sing, right? Essentially.
they sing and they kill and they like torture and it's a tragedy, right? So like I don't know, I'm just like whatever. How much more? What more could they do? So as we're walking out, I don't know if I said the name of the opera. I don't know who cares? Like the play's been around. Spoiler alert! It's been around for 500 years. So like, eat a dick if fucking
Right.
ruin it for you.
Dude, you shouldn't have said how it ended. I didn't know it was sad. Every opera's fucking sad.
Sorry. So we walk
Oh
out.
shit, she dies? Yeah. They all die.
So we walked out, and we go to the guy, one of the ushers. I'm like, so what happens? Like they wind up together, obviously, right? He goes, no, they all die. I was like, oh shit, really?
Yeah.
So like we left early, and I was like a little bit pissed that we left early, but also like Jessica was falling asleep on my shoulder. Like it's so the point is
Jessica likes opera, or she wants to be like
no,
fancy
neither
opera?
of us like
No,
opera. It was
right?
just a
Everybody wants
bucket
to-
list,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
It was like
yeah,
a thing you have to go. Like I wanted to go do. We wanted to just go see the opera.
Kind of sexy.
There
It kind
was-
of has that 50 Shades kind of preamble kind of deal, right? You get dressed up, you go to an opera. That's very
So there was one. I was looking for an emotional musical experience, and I got it in the first act. There was one scene at the very end where, like, I don't know, dude, 60, 70 people are singing on stage.
ooh.
And it's just like fucking, it just, I mean, the music just takes over your whole body, mind, and soul. You know what I mean? So I got what I was looking for out of it in the first act.
Like, okay, yeah, you're like, okay, next.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to Club Macanudo. Smoke a cigar.
It's some gaga. I guess the opera, if I know the music, like if it's like a Mozart or something, did you recognize anything or straight up like
Zero. It was
Oh, really?
Italian. I knew nothing. They do have subtitles on the seat in front of you, like on the row.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. But you got to read the subtitles, look at the movement, listen to the music, see what's going on. It's pretty, it's like,
Yeah.
it's an intense, situation. So, I don't know. It was, I just wish they had a version where it was like, I get it. Okay, thank you. Can we leave now? You know what I mean? Cut everything
That's so
down.
good.
Cut everything down by like 30%. Like the Cirque du Soleil. Don't swing for 7 minutes. Swing for 3 minutes, dude. We get it. We see your dick. We see you swinging from your dick by fucking 40 feet in the air. We get it. You don't got to swing for that long. You know what I mean?
Was it very Christmassy?
No. As a matter of fact, GJ looked at me while the guy was swinging from his dick, and he goes, Dad, what does this have to do with Christmas? And I was like, you know what, son? I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. I'm sure Santa's going to come out at some point. But it reminded me of the basement shows at the Sound Factory in 2000.
Was Santa like in a singlet and makeup and covered in feathers and kind of jumped on a trampoline, or
Yeah.
was
yeah,
it more
a-
traditional Santa?
No, it was a trans Santa jumping on a trampoline with sparkles flying everywhere. It was fucking very progressive. Yeah.
All right, that's important.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very good. No presents. Because if,
His dick hurt too bad.
yeah, it's just- he was holding his.
Yeah.
So, this is an adult podcast.
Yeah.
Which means we can say whatever the hell we want.
Ooh. You did it now.
Jizz.
Did any of these fuckers ever come out and jizz all over?
Horse cum.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out to Tim Robinson.
Huge shout out to Tim Robinson. So something this guy keeps popping up on my TikTok. He's one of these guys that goes out and films cops, but he's looking for like trouble.
Oink, oink. Oink, oink, piggy, piggy.
I can't stand these guys. They fucking, I mean, I wish a cop would just grab one of these guys and just throw him on his head.
Yeah.
Be like, post that. These guys are a pain.
Like, what does he do?
He walks up, he just starts giving the cop a hard time. It right off the bat.
Go beat your wife, bro. Have a nice night. Go beat your kids, bro.
Soon as the video starts, he's just, I'm filming you because it's my right. It's my right, officer. What's your name? What's your badge number?
Oh, wow.
Like the tone, everything is just antagonistic as fuck. These guys, I'm like, I'm not like, I have cop friends. I'm pretty pro cop, but I'm also, let's figure out the whole police brutality situation also. I think a lot of cops abuse their power.
Yeah.
These people, I think, are a real problem. A real problem.
Well,
They're taking the shit too far.
It keeps the polarization happening. It makes the cops say, fuck it. It's like,
Yeah.
you have to be either or. You have to either wear the Blue Lives Matter t-shirt
Yeah.
and just say, fuck it, these people deserve to get their heads bashed in,
Mm.
or you got to be an annoying person like that. It's like, you can't just be kind of normal.
So the problem is, and this is something that's a much bigger conversation. I want to get your take on it. So in the video, the guy's like, I am a journalist. I am protected under the Freedom of Press Amendment. And I was like, if you're a journalist, dude, I'm a fucking rocket scientist. What are you talking about? You're a journalist.
What's he investigating? A journalist doesn't interview a stranger
About nothing.
about nothing. Journalists have like a
story.
a story that they're following. They go to an expert or they go to somebody who's involved in a story.
But so this is something that I've been thinking about for years. Probably, I mean, at least since BuzzFeed Community Contributors has been opened up, where anybody can write an article at any time for any reason, pretty much about anything.
Right.
So it's, I mean, like you see. Listen, there's this. It's not a misnomer. It's not conflation. It's like this bias where people see an article on the internet and they're like, oh, there's at least some credibility to this. Like when that video came out, the pandemic, right? And it looked well produced. It was edited, shot, on a pretty legit camera that you could probably get for like $800 or something. And everyone was like, holy shit, this guy really figured it out. It's like, no, it probably took this guy a week to put this together. Don't believe everything you see just because it looks professional.
People can have an opinion, and that's fine. Like anybody who could come into a conversation and have an opinion. But if now you're saying if they could produce a little something, they have a little skill in Adobe Premiere.
Yes.
And they have an account.
It doesn't make
Suddenly it's like, oh shit, their opinion's a fact.
Exactly.
Wow.
Their production skill doesn't make their opinion fact. Their ability to contribute an article to BuzzFeed doesn't make their opinion a fact.
That's why we keep this production dirty and shitty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why Jared keeps it this way. He tries to.
That's why Jared puts fart noises in the podcast so that we're fucking around. Which, like I have to say again, if you're gonna be a little, if you're gonna be annoying about the jokes we're making on here, please don't watch the podcast. We're fucking around, and also Patreon.com/meme daddies, and rate and review us on Apple and Spotify because Lord knows we need it. Right?
The Harry Styles thing. Can we talk about the Harry Styles and Martha Stewart?
Yeah, of course.
They're hooking up together.
Well, let's leave that till later on. Harry Styles and
fun.
Martha Stewart.
Okay.
Let's leave it till the end.
Okay.
Because it's pretty juicy.
All right. No, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. And do you want to talk about the Snoop Dogg thing?
Oof.
Or should we leave that for later too? Or another episode maybe?
Yeah. We'll do that next time.
All right, sorry, get back to what you were saying about the cops.
Well, no, people could, you could say anything, and you could actually make an argument. Like people are fucking producing content at a bigger scale than ever in history because everybody has a phone, everybody has a camera, everybody has an account. So people are just making their opinions into facts. They're putting it out there. I've been called out for that, like just by making a meme or making something that's like, I can't believe you did that.
How dare you?
How dare you
make this joke?
Yeah,
look real and trick me because I'm so dumb. How dare you take advantage of my stupidity?
But newspapers have been doing that for a long time. Whoever had you did the meme of or you posted one of Bezos, how Bezos bought the Washington Post.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's true. I didn't do the
buy
research.
The Washington Post.
Okay, but the point is,
years ago,
when something is said in a way or shown in a way that kind of looks realistic, and you think, yeah, that looks realistic. My bar is, I'll admit it, my bar is low. I'm not going to go and research it. I'll go, oh shit, he bought the Washington Post, and then the Washington Post starts to do articles about how the billionaire tax is not the way to right the economy.
Yeah,
what a coincidence. But it's like, whoever runs the media at that time does have a vested interest in controlling the stories. Now people have
like you said, it started with newspapers. Started with. It used to actually be books. Books were the way that they shaped the narrative.
Right.
History. Fucking Paul Revere. That guy had a lot of power in his little mouth riding that horse. Back to fucking one if by land, two if by sea.
Two if by sea. It's like, okay.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that was his whole job. And what about Betsy Ross? She sewed the flag. That was it.
Yeah.
We all know her.
Yeah.
The simplest things. And they write a narrative like whoever's a hero.
Yeah.
And, they say whoever wins, that's the hero.
By the way, I mean, we're tangenting, bro. What are you going to do?
I know. He's not into tangents.
Me?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm listening.
We're tangential.
He's more of a cosine fellow.
We're doing algebra right now, dude. What are you going to do? So... have you watched Yellowstone? You haven't, right?
No, Yellowjackets I'm on.
You've been to Jellystone Park, though.
Jellystone, yeah. I've had,
okay. You've watched
picnic
Yogi
baskets.
Berra.
Yes, Yogi Berra.
So the other week, I made a comment, I believe, about Indigenous Peoples Day.
Mm-hmm.
New information, new opinion, right? Not that fucking Yellowstone is like the most reliable source of information, but there is a lot of Native American people in that show. She read from Christopher Columbus's diary for like a split second in a class that she's teaching.
That's not right.
Why?
You don't read someone's diary. I changed my opinion. Fuck Native Americans. There's nothing sacred.
The ground, fucking.
So I think Jose likes me,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure.
I had a bad tummy ache today.
Yeah.
No, basically he, I think it's a real book that you can read, his diary. So that's even more fucked up. That's really funny.
You can't read people's
Fuck
diaries.
you. No.
And Frank Diary.
I don't read that.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
That's her problem. I'm not gonna. Two wrongs don't make a right, Jared. Fucking poor woman was hiding in an attic. I'm gonna read a diary now. What else should I do? Hasn't she been through enough? But what did the Native Americans say? I don't want to.
No. So listen. So she, he basically was like, they're very nice. They're very dumb. They grabbed my sword by the sharp part. They could be subjugated very easily. One man could easily take 50 of them as a slave. This is going to be super easy. So yeah, kind of fuck him. Fuck Christopher Columbus. The guy was a dick. It was I thought kind of.
What do you want, bro?
No.
Imperialism. What you said?
So listen,
people have been killing
hold
each other forever. So
listen, hey.
Isn't that a boxer going? He has.
Let me finish it. A boxer going into the ring.
Isn't there a boxer saying, "Oh, this person has a weak chin" or whatever? I could take him. I mean, is the goal the goal was to dominate?
Mm-hmm.
That's
So basically, what she said is that being of European descent and Native American descent, she goes, "We're all descendants of imperialism, and here's why we should bond over that, not fight." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, that's even more interesting. So I kind of was like, I feel like these Native Americans today have a resentment that's unjustified, even though I'm a white guy living, I have fucking, what leg do I have to stand on in that? What dog do I have in that fight? I'm not Native American.
A white dog.
A white dog, a fucking deaf white pit bull, probably, with pink skin that gets sunburned in the summer.
Yeah, gets belly aches.
That's what happens. Yeah. Shout out to Luca, the deaf white pit bull.
Oh,
My friend Dave used to have a deaf white pit bull named Luca. Don't cut this, you fuck. You guys cutting everything. So Yellowstone is family, fighting, fucking ranches,
yeah.
cowboys, Beth being a hoe, politics, real estate,
Come again with the hoe part.
Beth being a bitch, Kevin Costner, Native Americans. If you build it, they'll come. He built it. They're coming for it. Gotta protect it. Jamie, Rip.
Get her done.
Cowboys.
Like Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, fucking dirt, fighting, politics, family. It's just there's a lot in this show. I thought it was going to be a dumb show. There's all of that.
I was into Deadwood. Is it that kind of frontier life kind of deal?
No, it's modern.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's modern.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know nothing about it.
It's like Billions on a ranch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cancer. Cowboys.
Oh, the big C's, yeah.
Fucking. Fighting. Beth being a manipulative hoe. Yeah.
All the standard plot points.
Yes, Beth is a hoe. She's a
Double crossing.
double crossing. Yeah. Dirt.
Double crossing, dirt,
Grizzly bears.
and grizzly bears. I love how your third is never the. You always think there's going to be three, and then the other one is something you don't predict. That's what I like about it.
There's no alliteration.
You can't predict what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not alliterating here.
No.
There's no alliteration in this show.
I like that. I don't like that fucking alliteration shit.
Bears. Bunkhouse. Food. Yeah, it's a good show. I'd watch it. Anyway, so do you have any topics you want?
Yellowjackets is good. Yellowjackets has gotten a little juicy. They're you know about what it's about.
No.
This team of high school soccer champions that are stranded.
Boring.
Oh, they get stranded in the wilderness and they're fighting to survive. They might or might not have eaten each other. You don't know. It's all exposition. Juliette Lewis plays the older version.
This is Alive, like the movie Alive.
It's like Alive, but you don't know if it's
Really?
almost like Lord of the Flies meets Alive meets like fucking 90210 or something, because it's like high school drama.
Why don't you know if they've eaten each other?
Because it keeps coming back and forth. It lives through flashbacks and then what's happening 25 years later when they're getting into drama and problems because they're famous now. Some of them got out of the wilderness.
Yeah.
Not an island. I almost said island. Some of them got out of the wilderness. Some of them probably got eaten or killed or whatever. So it kind of reveals slowly what's happening.
Yeah.
Very good. It's a very good show.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, Yellowjackets.
How many seasons are there?
This is just the first season.
Yeah, I don't do season ones.
What kind of statement? I mean,
I don't do season ones.
it's just not true. You say things that are not true.
I leave season ones for the fucking amateurs.
Oh, you're just being outrageous. You definitely watched season ones. You didn't watch the season one of Breaking Bad?
No.
You just jumped into season two?
I watched Breaking Bad 2 years ago.
Yeah, but didn't you start at season 1?
Yes.
I don't do season one debuts. I don't do season
I get
ones
it. You
when
want to
they're
make sure
available.
the thing has legs before you go and you start it, right?
Plus, I like to save them up for cardio. So, like, if I watch a season one, I watched season one of Ozark. So that was the last season one I did.
Coming back.
And I was so annoyed by season two that
Really?
that it took me 3 years to watch the rest of the seasons because I just didn't care about anything.
Oh,
they came
season
back.
two got you.
Yeah, because that was the first time that I watched a season one on its own. And then by the time it came back, I was like, I don't give a shit about any of these people at all.
Oh, well, you go through swings where you
Oh, yeah.
hate something and then I love it. You
Yeah,
might
yeah.
call me next month and go, I watched season two again. Unbelievable.
Season two of what?
Ozark.
Oh, I watched all of Ozark.
But you might come to the revelation that season two was the best season. Who knows with you is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, very unpredictable.
Yeah.
I tried to watch Breaking Bad, I would say probably 5 or 6 times before I actually was like, I'm watching Breaking Bad. I watched Game of Thrones last winter.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You were against it.
And-
Everybody was watching it. You were like, fuck this.
And then the most annoying thing happened. I can't stand when people are annoying about everything. With the fucking last season was fine, dude. Last season was more than sufficient.
It's a dragon show.
I know.
Like,
what-
right? Don't take it. It's a fucking dragon show.
Oh, they fucking they really blew it with the writers, and it was too dark.
Shut up. It was great. It was absolutely no drop or anything in the entertainment or the quality of the season
No.
compared to the rest of the seasons.
Yeah, it was just, I guess, Arya doing the Michael Jordan hand switch with the Night King, and you're like, oh, that was pretty easy to kill that fucking guy. That was the one part. That was pretty fucking simple, but it
Yeah.
was cool. It
Yeah,
worked
it
for
was-
me. It worked for me.
It was fine, but you're not annoying.
Right. Oh, thank you.
You were the first week, but not now.
I got better.
Yeah, because you agree with me about Game of Thrones. So I have a question for you as a meme expert, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Mr. Meme Expert?
Yeah. I felt your eye roll.
You did?
Yeah.
We're connected. So if someone sends you a funny video or a meme that you've already seen via text, what is the correct response?
Double tap it. Haha.
Yeah, that's it.
Next question.
Yeah.
That was easy.
It's not, I've already seen this.
No.
Right?
I mean, you could send the Craig Robinson.
Hold on.
Oh, you know who you're talking to. You could send the Craig Robinson image.
I seen it.
Yeah.
That's the only alternate.
I'm saying you got to be cool about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to just go with, haha, that's great, or something. Like, you
LOL.
can't- Yeah. However, how do you feel about people showing you memes in person?
What?
Awkward, right?
It's like showing a dick pic in person.
Yo, man,
Like, what's the point of it?
check out my dick.
You know, you could just tell me a joke.
Check out this food I ate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see anything anybody's ever posted on the internet.
No.
And I don't want to talk about it either. You know what my mom does sometimes? I'm sorry, Mom, I love you, but she knows. Like we've
Who
talked.
doesn't love Mama Resh?
Yeah, we've talked about it. Mama Resh is
She's the best.
responsible for this.
All the damage
All-
that led to you.
No, not damage. So
I
many
know,
good
I'm
things,
kidding.
too. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Which camera do I look at?
She's gonna go, what damage?
Yeah. What damage? All of it, but all the good stuff too.
Of course.
Yeah, that's like I'm responsible for all my kids' damage and all the good stuff too.
Exactly.
But anyway, she'll go she'll bring up a meme because we don't see each other that often because she's down in North Carolina now.
Well, if moms or dads, go ahead.
She'll go, "Hey, that meme you posted like 2 months ago, I didn't get it. Explain it." And me and my sister will just look at each other like,
Here we go.
"Oh my God, like I can't. I don't even."
You have to explain 3 layers
Yeah.
before you get to what the meme means. Oh, people are talking about this and this.
Well, it's not only
so
that.
and
It's
so
like,
that.
hey, you know that joke you told? Like, I didn't think it was funny. Explain to me why it's funny, if you don't mind, in front of everybody,
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
It's like explaining sex. Like, well, so it's like it just you got it or don't.
Either you get it or you don't.
Yeah.
So there's a second layer to this question because I did an interview with Business Insider for Influencers in the Wild this past week that you were mentioned in, and the guy was asking me, he's like, "What's the shelf life of a meme?" And I was like, you know what? It's like
Depends.
no. Well, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, by and large. Well, go ahead. What was your?
So my response was like, it's infinite until the person sees it, then it expires immediately. So like Chris DiStefano, I told you, posted the video of the guy punching the kangaroo, and I thought he was posting it ironically. I was like, bro, are you just seeing this right now? He's like, yeah, it's fucking amazing. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's incredible. And I was like, yo, I've been on the internet too long. Like this kangaroo video, the guy punching the kangaroo is making its second round on the internet. I can't believe it. But it was the first time he saw it. But now, if he sees someone post it, he's going to be like, yo, that's old. That came out like 3 months ago. It's like, no, it came out like 5 years and 3 months ago.
I did a Photoshop once of Toby from The Office holding cash to his ear.
Mhm.
And it circulated a little bit. Then it died for a while. And like 2 years later, it circulated again. And you never know when something pops back up.
Yeah.
It could go, so a lot of stuff is like the fucking shelf life of a banana.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff just comes back up. And it's like, oh, this fucking thing. And some people have first seen it, this month.
So it's for an individual.
It's like a time capsule.
Yeah, it's always for the individual though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like if you've seen something, it's old. Instantly.
Yeah, you seen it.
I see it.
And that itself is that's why at least you kind of make it meta and you make it funny. We got to get sponsorship from Monstership. Well, I didn't know you were talking about moms and dads. That's different.
I'm gonna pop my monster.
If my mom
Send a check.
Pop a tall boy. If my mom or my dad sends
No,
shows
not
me a
mom.
meme, that's
Not mom or
cute. That's
dad.
like, oh, okay,
I'm talking about Jesse from Overheard L.A.
Oh,
I sent him a
well,
video.
that's I meant Mama Resh.
I
You're
sent
talking
him a
about-
video. He goes, "Yeah, I've seen that." I go, "That's not what you say."
Yeah. You got. I love the double tap on the text message. What do you consider? Do you consider something insulting if somebody only likes it and doesn't love it? If you text them, if you send something and you're saying something motivating or whatever positive in your life, personal life, and somebody just likes it, do you think, oh, maybe that was worth a heart instead of a thumbs up?
No,
I never use thumbs down. That's very rarely do I use a thumbs down in a text.
I've used it twice in my entire life.
Because it never works. Even if
No.
it's like, what do you do it for? Like somebody's grandma passes away. I'm not going to do a thumbs down on it. It's too.
If you send George a guitar video of you playing,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
thumbs
that you
down
would
on a
use.
guitar video. I would do a thumbs down, and then I would use the exclamation point to emphasize the thumbs down.
I like the emphasize one.
Yeah,
That's a good one. 'Cause
yeah,
that works for surprise. That's funny.
yeah. No, the heart is a little sappy, in my opinion.
It is. I'm sappy.
Yeah, but I use it.
You show support sometimes. If somebody sends you something,
It's to show support. It's a little homoerotic.
I
also
feel like I've
additionally.
already ruined a lot of my chats because I've already overhearted them. So now I can't go back to a like because people will think, oh,
No.
why is
No. Nobody cares.
I'm overthinking it again.
Yeah, you're overthinking
Yeah.
it. I would.
Go back to likes,
I was just gonna say I would like that statement. You're overthinking it.
not love it.
I would emphasize that.
See, I would love that, which
You're-
is the whole. It puts me back in the spiral.
Yeah, you're overthinking it. I don't care. For me, a thumbs up and a heart are the same thing.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's different degrees.
Yeah. No. You've been broke in your life, right? Like really broke.
I can't say I've been really broke
You've
because
never been really broke.
Well, me personally, I
Yeah.
mean, my parents do have money,
Yeah.
they're not like, but they have money. So I never felt, and I'm fortunate to have that. I
Yeah.
never felt like, oh, I'm on my ass. Like I'm not going to be homeless,
Yeah.
So I can't say that, broke. Of course I'm, on my own doing my thing for many decades.
Yeah.
And, I've kind of had some rocky patches.
Yeah, I
but
don't mean broke like orphaned, destitute. I mean like you've had to like consider like, man, I can't go to Starbucks today or
Oh yeah, of course.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about this story the other day when I got back from California. And when I was in California, I was broke, like legitimately broke. The IRS came and levied my accounts. I had $0, 0 cents in the bank account. Luckily, my parents were able to send me money to live for a little bit, but still, I was like,
Well, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of people, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say fucking broke because worst case scenario, I'm not going to be on my ass.
Yeah.
Although I'd rather probably be on my ass than have to ask for a bailout kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, they
don't
sent me
wanna do
money
that.
once, and
Yeah.
then I had to, I was working at this restaurant
Figure it out.
in California, and every day was like, okay, I made enough money tonight to eat
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow, like, and not enough to like eat and then save. It was like, fuck, I made $80 today. I'm good for tomorrow.
When I first started doing freelance work, because I've been freelancing like for 25 years, right? So when I started, I was doing projects for the Snack Factory, which is the company that made pretzel crisp, and I was making package designs. I made the first pretzel crisp bag, all that stuff, and I would get paid a couple grand. I didn't understand how taxes worked yet,
Yeah.
so I didn't like stow away on the side. So I made money, and I'm like, great, I have $10,000. I thought I had $10,000. I didn't have $10,000, but I thought I did.
Spend it.
Spend it.
Yeah.
And then you get the bill, the tax revenue, and I go, oh shit. And at
Yeah.
one point I owed, significant amount of money in taxes. And I had to, that's what put me into that situation.
Yeah.
I paid it back
Yeah.
over a long, over a period.
Yeah.
But it was like a wake up call because you don't realize, young, you're thinking, fuck, I used to go to the check cashing places and I'd have cash. Woo.
Because there was this tweet that went somewhat viral yesterday.
Pay your taxes, kids.
Yeah.
Put half any money you make, if you're starting to make money, even whatever, even crypto and all that shit, because they're figuring out taxes now on that. Like, think about it like you only made half of that. That's my little tip. That's my finance tip.
If you work for yourself, if you're a W-2 employee, don't worry about it.
Of course, if it's
Yeah.
already deducted, exactly right. But if you work for yourself, and more people are doing
Well,
like freelance work.
So here's the thing. This is three topics that are all pretty intertwined. So this tweet went viral yesterday.
This
It
is a
said-
lovely cigar, by the way. You're
Right.
bad mouthing it. Yeah, very, very nice.
Rocky Patel.
Very smooth. Renaissance. Rocky
Yeah.
Patel. Very nice.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay.
I guarantee if you smoked this, you would enjoy it.
I would love it, I'm sure. So it said, question time. I'm 22, and people like to tell me how young I am and how much time I've got to figure things out, even if I don't feel like I do. So, what were you up to around 22, and how has your life changed since then? So, I started thinking, I wasn't 22 at this point, by the way. I was 30. And I had just moved
But
back.
mentally 22. Or mentally 16.
Yeah, because I turned 22, and then I turned 36.
Yeah.
Mentally. So I was 30 years old, and I had just moved back from California. I was working for Joe at the fence company. My car was, I believe I still had the Jeep at this point. It was fucking shot. Every car I ever had was shot because I never took care of anything because I never had any money, even for an oil change. Like $40. I'm not
I'm spending it on
I
that.
don't have $40 for that. So I was at, I used to drive for a living. I used to drive around and do estimates for a living. Far. I drive like 40 miles one way. I used to put 30,000 miles a year on my car. I lived in my car. It was very important that my car worked, right? So I'm at the office one day.
Yet you wouldn't change the oil.
Listen, so I'm at the office one day, and I'm complaining about my car. Complaining. Like, my car's going to blow up. My car's literally making a noise like it's going to explode any second. It's going, rung, 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 rung. Rung, 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 as I'm driving 80 miles an hour down the Long Island Expressway, or 55, whatever the speed limit is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want,
Right.
I'm not trying to get in trouble now. So Joe, the guy that I was working for, goes, our shop was right behind a mechanic. Shop was right behind a mechanic. He goes, bro, take it to Steve. He'll fix it in a half an hour. Joe knew exactly what was wrong with it. I don't remember what was wrong with it. But I was out there risking my life every single day. He goes, bro, take it to Steve. It'll take a half an hour. He'll charge you $200. You won't have to think about it anymore. And I looked at him. I was like, bro, who's got $200? I'm just going to have to risk it.
And that's all. Obviously, that's all prioritization. You could have done that and should have. It's like that's
Of
like
course
me.
I should.
I've cracked engine blocks because I haven't topped the oil. And it's like,
Of course.
but it's being an idiot. I
mean,
also used to not do my laundry or not do. I was an idiot.
yes.
I was
that's-
lazy.
That's
and
the point.
Gross.
Yeah, an
You know?
idiot. And I could have, I literally did not have $200, though, to do that, is my point. Like, $200 for me was like, it might as well have been 20,000.
I have a
that
question.
point.
When you lived at home, did your mom pick up after you or no?
Mm-mm.
See, I always lived in a house where everything was very clean. All the
I
time.
started doing my own laundry when I was like 12.
See, I was sort of coddled in that way. Everything was super clean.
Yeah,
When I went to college, and I went the other way.
yeah,
I was like a dirtbag.
yeah.
And then, after a while of being like that, living that way, something clicked into gear.
Yeah.
Maybe like in my mid-30s or something, where I gotta clean this shit up. Like I guess early 30s, I just cleaned everything up, and now I became that.
Yeah.
You know, like you become your parents. Like I became. Now I'm like,
Yeah.
if something's on the counter, I'm like it can't be
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
counter.
Yeah.
But I was not in a good way with that. I was gross.
So this person at 22 years old is worried they don't have time. And listen, my thought about that is obviously I wasn't lucky enough, or maybe not lucky enough, but I didn't have the direction in my brain, not in my parents. I'm not saying my parents,
Right.
because it's not up to them. But I didn't know that I wanted to be an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer or anything at that age. If you know you want to be a lawyer, yeah, by 22, you should be on that track.
Well, also, those
Or-
are
or-
the standard. Everybody says doctor, lawyer, because those are what society needs.
No-
Law is to enforce rules, and then doctor. I mean, you got to keep everybody healthy.
But I'm saying if you want to do those professions, you have to get started so young.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, you got double college, double school, double study, double
I think
preparation.
it's almost like triple or quadruple for a doctor. You got to be in school for like 12 years.
yeah.
It's a long fucking time.
Yeah, you specialize first, or it's general, then if you're a specialist.
Yeah.
But I feel like the entertainment world, or at least the art world in my lifetime,
Yeah.
was not a career path really.
No.
When I was doing the thing, like I know that you did entertainment. You were doing the dancing. You worked at a DJ set,
Dance at bar mitzvahs.
and he was the guy that was handing out the inflatable guitars, which is ironic because he hates guitars now.
Hey,
But he would hand them
I
out,
never
the
touched
inflatable
the inflatable
saxophones,
guitars.
and he'd be, right, he's dancing like this with everybody. Yeah.
the grandmas.
Yeah. You were the fun guy, but
I was the only white guy that could break dance on Long Island.
By the way,
It
now
was
that
very in demand.
that's a career path. I don't mean on, obviously, shout out to people who are doing that in DJ parties, but like on TikTok.
Oh
that,
my God, dude! You know how much I would have been dancing on TikTok?
bro, but now that's a career path. I hope there are enough lawyers and doctors to get us through, the next 50 years, because everybody's just, I think, becoming a fucking dancer.
Wow. So there's this thing that's been going on for quite a while, called the Great Resignation, which I've heard I'm sure you've heard alluded to.
Like the Snoop thing, the Snoop with the presidential run.
No, not yet. I don't want to talk about that yet. That's later. So there's this question being floated around: is Snoop Dogg running for president in 2024? But not yet. We got to talk about the Great Resignation first.
Okay.
Also, Martha Stewart and Harry Styles. It's been floated that they
were spotted.
Yeah, they've been spotted, but we got to talk about this Great Resignation first. So the Great Resignation is this idea that people are just like, fuck it, I'm not working for somebody anymore who's not going to pay me enough to live. It's not worth it. It's too expensive to work for somebody else who doesn't give a shit about me. And I'm like, all right, good. I wrote, this came up on my Facebook memories a couple days ago. I wrote this on Facebook like 12 years ago. Not that I'm some kind of like whatever. I just spit out every thought about that comes out of my mind. What's a Kreskin?
Kreskin. He was a soothsayer, omniscient. Yeah, Kreskin could see the future.
Johnny Carson?
Carson did a Karnak, a takeoff on Kreskin.
Okay.
Kreskin was actually a guy who apparently could see the future. He was like a...
Okay.
Yeah.
So I said small business is going to save America. And by small, I mean 1 to 5 people, employees. And that's how I really... But back then, that was when like 12 years ago, I don't know if you remember, Walmart, Target weren't very well accepted.
Sure, it was the evil. Yeah. They were putting out mom and pop stores.
There was still mom and pop stores to put out at that point. 12 years ago, it was like fuck, man. Like there was.
But now it's called Etsy. It's not mom and pop. It's not brick and mortar. But I'm just saying, to your point, it was. They were the villains coming into the town and ruining business.
Yeah, and now people love Target because they're just like, nah, what are you going to do? There's nowhere else to go.
The mom and pop stores aren't that great. I'm sorry.
They're not.
They don't have anything you want. They just don't. You want to, it's like, oh, this is the only ladder you got? It's just not really that great.
And it's $300?
I think I'm going to go on Amazon and get it tomorrow.
Yeah. And
for $70, the exact one I want.
And not have to put it in my car.
Yeah. Yeah. And not have to talk to the nice old lady and watch her videos.
Yeah.
Of her grandkid playing guitar.
Yeah. No, sorry. And Amazon, I don't know if people know this or not. Yeah, Jeff Bezos makes a shitload of money on it, but most of the sellers on there are also small businesses. Mm-hmm. Most of the sellers on there are individuals who make money. So like, people are just they're too narrow-minded to see that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Something like, I think it's 8.9% of hospitality jobs are unfilled. It's almost 10% of hospitality and restaurant jobs are unfilled. Like they cannot find people to work in restaurants. And it's like, why the fuck would you work in a restaurant now?
Yeah.
Why would you work as a bartender or a waiter where people come in, give you shit, you get paid
not enough to live.
$80 an hour, I believe. $280, $275, or
what do you mean $280?
That's what your paycheck is.
So it's all tips.
It's 100% tips, but there's no tips because nobody's coming in.
Right.
And God forbid you make a mistake, you get people who are like giving you the hardest time you could possibly imagine. It's a very intimate experience. I worked in restaurants for a long time.
Yeah.
I understood that. I remember I took it very seriously. I treated my 4 tables like my own restaurant. So I remember when I was working at the Blue Hanu, the manager there, we were so busy, dude. When we first opened, oh my God, we were so busy. There was a 2-hour wait when we first opened.
It was hot.
It was hot in Huntington, Long Island, not in New York City.
What was the big dish that
LA.
Everybody was buying? What was the dish?
Oh, the mahi-mahi.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was like Roy's in L.A. So basically the owner of the Blue Hanu went to this restaurant in L.A. and stole the entire menu and just brought it over to New York.
All right.
Genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem at all. Called it the Blue Hanu. The Honu is a sea turtle that represents creation, longevity, and wisdom. I can't believe I remember that from the fucking menu, but it is what it is. So the guy, John Tunney, was a very successful restaurateur. He had a restaurant in Vegas. He had one in Atlantic City. He also opened a restaurant called Besito, Mexican restaurant. Anyway, the manager of the restaurant used to be like, you can't give people good service. He's like, I'm not saying I don't want you to give people good service. He's saying, I'm telling you, you cannot give people bad service.
Wait, you can't give them bad service or good?
You can't give them you can't give them good.
You have to give them good service.
You have to
What's with
give-
the double negatives?
You can't not give them bad service. You know what I mean? He's like,
You're like, yeah, I think so.
he's like, these people made a reservation a month ago.
Yeah.
They've been thinking about coming here for 30 days. They've been talking about it for the past week.
But you know what, George? That's a good Tank. Sorry. You know what, Tank? That's a good owner.
I'm not even done yet.
Well, an owner to say that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the right mind state.
Yeah.
Not like let's get these fucking tables weighted. It's like
No. So he'd say they made a reservation a month ago. They've been talking about it with their friends for the last week. They got off work today. Their excitement is at a fever pitch. They got home from work. They got dressed. They picked up their friend. They've been looking at the menu all day online, thinking about what they're going to eat. They're going to eat. They're finally here. They even waited for their table for a half an hour, even though they had a reservation. And now they finally sit down, and you're going to make them wait 5 minutes to get greeted? He's like, I don't fucking think so. Not here. Not at this place. That's not going to happen. He's like, you can't do it.
not on my watch.
And I was just like, holy crap. Yeah, we can't give them bad, good, whatever the fuck. You know
we
what I'm talking
can't not give them bad service. We can't give them not good service if not doing that.
Yeah, you know what I'm
If we don't do that. Do you remember when remember when I think it was Brian, somebody was talking to some person and you tried to make peace with them? There's like a young woman that was, I think, angry about something, and you were trying to just understand, and you walked in between, and you just tried to make everything better. You don't remember this?
In the office?
No. It was out on the street. It was by, I want to say it was Times Square for some reason, like some event or something.
The Comedy Cellar?
Maybe. And
That was me and you. Brian wasn't there.
No, I remember you were, was it just us?
Yeah, it was just us.
And
And she was protesting Louis C.K.
that was it. That was it. Okay. I'm conflating the two. When
Brian tried to do it on his own at a hotel, I think.
Okay.
No, yeah, we were at the Comedy Cellar, and Louis C.K. was performing there. It was like right kind of, it wasn't, it was pretty shortly after the whole thing with him masturbating in front of, it was shortly after it came out. He did that like 20 years prior, but it was shortly after it came out, less than a year, so it was still pretty fresh. And there was a girl solo protesting outside of the Comedy Cellar with a sign. And I go, I'm going to go talk to her. I'm going to smooth things over.
and I said, don't do that.
You were like, no, don't do that. And I was like, no, I'm going to fucking, I got my right, I have my intentions are set, my heart is pure. I'm going to go talk to her. And I said, hey, what's going on? She's like, nope, you're making me feel very uncomfortable right now. And I was like, no, not me. I'm not the problem. And she's like, you're very, very close to me. I was like 4 or 5 feet away. And
You're also 250,
yeah.
jacked in a tight T-shirt, walking up, white and big guy walking up to her. Hey, listen, I'm not the problem. And walking up to her. You were like the guy in the plane. I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand. I want to shake his hand. And he's like throwing people off.
Shake your hand. I want to shake his hand.
Long story short, Adam's watching me throw myself to the wolves, walking in the lion's den. He goes, I turn around, he's laughing. He goes, how'd that go? I was like, not good. He's like, yeah, no shit. You're the fucking poster boy for the problem.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? I want to fix all the world's problems.
But the intention was, I knew the intention was pure, but it's all about,
doesn't matter.
yeah, it's
dude.
perception, man.
So, have you seen the video of these trains, these Amazon delivery trains in LA that are getting robbed, and the packages, the boxes are getting strewn about all over the tracks?
What is it, 1840?
Yeah, barons, robbers. So here's the predicament. This is why I'm so glad we're doing this podcast, because I can't figure this shit out. I cannot figure it out on my own.
I'll help you. What's going on?
So you have this bail situation, right? Which is like, you can't leave someone to rot in jail over a $500 bail, or even a $250 bail. Like I wouldn't get my car fixed for $200.
Right.
So like you got someone with a $500 or $1,000 bail. These people are sitting in Rikers Island or whatever the LA version of that is for 2 years awaiting trial. And because of that, their families are, suffering. Their kids are not seeing them. They're waiting trial, and they just can't get out of jail because they can't make bail. So what they're doing in L.A. is they're not even policing anymore, really. They're saying basically, like, if they get caught, it's a misdemeanor. So they basically get a ticket. But because of that, these trains are getting robbed like it's going out of style, like crazy.
That's the new crime.
So in San Francisco, I think anything under $2,000 in robbery from a store is considered a misdemeanor now. So people are just going into CVS and Target and whatever and just grabbing like tons of shit and running out, and the security guards aren't even stopping them.
So that's why they lock all the fucking batteries or whatever, the small ticket items like that, which is so annoying.
Oh, it's so annoying.
To get somebody to come over to
Hey,
just
can I get somebody over here to get these razors out of here? Because apparently I'm not capable of just grabbing them and paying for them.
And they're not the fastest people to come over.
Not the fastest.
And not well trained.
That was another thing. Retail employees are impossible to find also because guess why? Retail sucks to work in. I worked in retail also. I worked at the mall. I worked in a bunch of different stores in the mall. It sucks.
The retail experience sucks.
Of course it does.
Going to Home Depot?
That's why Jeff Bezos is flying around in a spaceship, dude. Dude, Jeff Bezos deserves every bit of money that he's got. I'm sorry. He figured it out. So these trains in L.A. that are filled with a bunch of Amazon stuff, people are basically not getting their packages. How do you solve it? Because Joe Rogan, who
better doors on the train.
Yeah.
Next question. These questions are easy, Jared.
Wow.
Yeah, better doors and video monitors.
So Joe Rogan posted the video. By the way, Joe Rogan is he's becoming a real problem. He really is, dude.
He's mainstreaming a lot of stuff, isn't he?
He's mainlining a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So recently I saw this article where like 270 doctors came out and they were like, you need to shut this guy up.
Oh wow, yeah.
And in his defense, I don't think he realizes. I don't think any human being should have to have that level of responsibility. 10 million people listen to every single word you say? No.
And you have to talk for hours.
No, bro.
Yeah.
No. That's the first thing I would say. Keep your podcast to an hour. Enough of the 3-hour marathon podcasts. There's no way you can be on the hook for everything you say for 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 times a week. You're going to say dumb shit. You're going to start going off the rails at some point.
And no one's perfect.
Of course.
Put a microscope on somebody, you're going to
You are a comedian. You do MMA. You're a smart, thoughtful, curious, introspective, insightful guy. You're saying too many things too often. You're going to say some wild shit.
Yeah.
And too many people are watching.
It's his own success. That's what happened. He was filling a void of the alternate news source kind of deal.
Where's that lighter?
I'll give it back to you.
You did? Liar.
He's the alternate news source, and it was good. It was cool. But then when the alternate becomes the mainstream, it gets tricky, right? Because it was like, oh yeah, well everybody's telling you this, but here's another perspective, which is how it started. But now, to your point, the guy has 10 million people listening. That is the mainstream. That's mainstream media. So you got to be careful what you say. But he's had some real guests that are like, whoa, what's this person talking about? Scary.
Well, he posted the video of he's becoming such a boomer too. He posted this video of this guy who like was showing the difference between people who were born in 1970, 1980, 1990, and 2000. It's like, dude, enough. Like my aunt posted that on Facebook. Stop.
What is that? Like the dance, the history of dance in
like
different form?
Just like how people who were born in 1970 are tough, 1980 slightly less tough, 1990 weak, 2000
soy boy.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
I know. Yeah. We get it, bro.
Make America great again.
Yeah. This generation is fucking weak and soft. Do you know how long people have been saying that for?
Every generation.
Every generation since the beginning of time. You think cavemen were not looking at fucking their babies going,
We didn't have fire at my age.
Yeah.
You got sticks? We didn't have sharp sticks. We had to poke it with our fingers.
Yeah, we.
Shut up. Every fucking generation. I'm 41 years old, and I dig in on this every single year a little bit deeper. I will never, ever blame the younger generation for this world's problems. Because guess what? We've been here longer, dude. It's
Yeah.
our fault.
We had them.
We raised them. You raised us. How dare you look at us and say it's our fault? I didn't fucking...
We didn't start the fire.
It was always burning.
Since the world's been turning.
Do you know about my history with that song?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Fuck you.
You wanted to write a No?
Yes, but no. When I was 8 years old, in the Boy Scouts, that was the song that I chose to learn to sing in front of the troop. So I was like, it was ingrained in my brain from early on, like, oh, things have been fucked up for a while.
Right.
But up until that point, it was just from the 50s on. But once I got older, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, things have been crazy forever. Like, my dad was like, why are you listening to Ice Cube and Cypress Hill? I can't even understand what they're saying. I was like, yeah, I can't understand what the Beatles are saying either, Dad, until I listened to it 3, 4, 5, 10 times.
Right. Yeah. We all live in a yellow submarine, Dad? Really?
Obladi, oblada.
Right. You want to be in Octopus's garden?
It's hard to understand what somebody's saying the first time they say it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to ask people to repeat themselves because I didn't catch it the first time. What are you talking about? Of course it's hard to understand what they're saying. That's how your ears work. So anyway, the point is that like making fun of young people, even though young people are annoying, the young people who are alive today are annoying.
Of course they're annoying.
They're young.
Everyone young is annoying.
Yeah, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Not only do they not know what they're doing, they're just waking up to the fact that the world is kind of fucked up. So they're like, wait a second. Capitalism isn't really, it's a little fucked up.
It's not that cool.
Wait,
Yeah.
only some of the people have most of the money? Yeah, it's been like that for a long time. Why aren't you guys doing anything about it? We've been,
We're trying.
trying for a while. Wait, racism is like, it's like a real thing? Yeah. Why haven't you guys been doing anything about it?
We're making baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps. We've been, little progress over a long time. It's just, it takes fucking time, man.
In our own lifetimes. Because I look at it like, you look at it, Joe Rogan's glorifies in the 70s, born in the 70s, 80s, but people were kind of dumb. If you look at old TV shows,
But
they were real simple.
I wonder why he glorifies it.
It's just easy to.
'Cause that's when he was born.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's from where you're from.
Obviously. Yeah.
It's from where you're from. But I even believe that it happens in our lifetime. You can't just look at the old generations. You got to look at ourselves and go, oh, I'm more woke now. Like, even the word woke is annoying, but I'm more aware now than I was 10 years ago. I am.
You better be.
I still make mistakes.
Bro, you fucking better be.
But yeah, if you're not, I mean, you got
What
to
are you doing?
You got to say, oh, yeah, maybe that was a little bit simple-minded and I should try a little bit. That should be the climate of just do a little better.
So I posted something today on Tank's Good News about a grandfather who was sitting with his biracial granddaughter, and the caption above the photo was something like, "Here's my my racist hillbilly father, who wouldn't talk to me when I first met my husband, and here he is now with my 3-year-old daughter painting letting her paint his nails or something like that." Most of the people were very supportive. Some of the people were like, well, he's still a racist piece of shit. He's just fucking sitting with his
Oh, my
granddaughter, blah, blah,
God.
blah.
I thought you were going to say, oh, this is the future liberals want.
No.
Either you can.
People are
probably
annoying.
Got both. Yeah, you
Either
got
way.
both.
Either way.
That's beautiful, though.
It is. And then one of the people said something annoying, and usually I'll pick one annoying comment to respond to, and just say, like, I said, it takes what it takes for people to change, and that was it. And I remember being, I don't know how old I was, probably 24 or so, and I was working for the fence company. Maybe I was 25, whatever I was. And this guy, Nelson, sweetest guy ever, immigrant, hardest working man of all time.
Harder than The Rock?
Probably.
What if he was in the room with The Rock?
He'd probably be the hardest working man in the room still.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, depends on how big the room is. So Nelson goes, ah, man, I'm so excited. I think I'm going to be able to get my mom and my daughter to come here to this country. I'm really working on it. I'm trying to get the paperwork done and blah, blah, blah. And Joe goes, oh, that's great, Nelson. I'm so happy for you. And I was like, Nelson, like, the traffic here is crazy already, bro. Like, what, come on. And Nelson was like, he like died inside.
Oh no, you're a
And
dick.
Joe looked at me and goes, so like the conversation ended, obviously, right? And Joe, we all parted ways, and Joe goes, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? This guy's talking about getting his mother and his daughter here from his country, and you're talking about traffic? And then, all of a sudden, I was like, oh, these people have full like families and lives.
Wait, you said that seriously?
Yes.
I thought you were saying it's the joke.
No. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, when they come here, they're not coming here to like just to come on vacation or because they think America's like a lottery ticket. They're coming here because like they're looking for a better life. And they want to bring their family here because they want a better life for their family. I really, to be honest with you, ignorance, which I used to think was like a bad word, it just means without knowledge. Like it's not a bad thing to
Right.
be ignorant. It's a bad thing to be willfully ignorant. What are you going to say?
And it's not a state either. You know how the new thing is, which I actually agree with, that it's not a homeless person; it's a person experiencing homelessness.
Mhm.
I don't know if people are ignorant or they're experiencing ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're not an ignorant person.
yeah,
You're a person who might be ignorant about something,
of course.
which is a big difference. People
Yeah.
say, "Oh, what's the difference?"
Yeah.
I think it's a big difference.
Huge difference. So I was ignorant about that at the time, and then my whole paradigm shifted about immigration. I honestly hadn't thought about it up until that point. And then all of a sudden, not that I was like, open the borders, whatever the fuck you want to do, but I was like, yo, when people, if you're like, that's why when people, I heard some guy talking about immigration, I almost fought a guy at 7-Eleven once because he was like trashing people trying to come to this country, trying to escape the violence of their country or the poverty of their country. And they're willing to like work and do jobs that, Americans, for some reason, and this all ties back to the Great Resignation, either think they're too good for or are just not willing to do.
Well, you just said who would want to do it,
Yeah.
right? Who wants to do the stuff?
Who wants to do it? And it's like, well, I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's so complex. And that's the other thing. It's like talking about this stuff is fun and it's like mental masturbation. But at the end of the day, two guys who make memes for a living are not going to solve it in.
Of course not.
Yeah, I know.
Of course not. There's no easy answer.
There's no easy answer. It's a generational, it's like grinding progress little by little with two political parties who are diametrically opposed and are so spiteful at each other that
Vote Beluga.
Well, you know what you could do? I mean, it's the small stuff. I do believe
the Beluga Party.
the Beluga Party. Yeah, more central. Like, I do believe that it's about just understanding, like what you said, you came to that moment.
Yeah.
What about just like smiling at somebody that might be in a different place than you are,
Yeah.
and just like giving a head nod, hello?
Yeah.
It's the small, like, just recognition of humanity in someone else or whatever they're going through.
yeah.
You know, like where maybe you wouldn't have a few months or years ago, and you just walk by somebody. Maybe you look at them, even if they're, of a different class or whatever style that you're not accustomed to,
Yeah.
and just give them a head nod. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
It starts there.
How's your day?
Hey, hope you have a great day. And they may look at you. Oh, you too. And you might have just debunked some of their own prejudices too.
I love debunking prejudices.
I think you have a guitar prejudice.
You do. We're going to work on that.
I'll work on it. So just to wrap this up, so the idea or the rumor has been floated around that Harry Styles and Martha Stewart have been spotted together.
Let's talk about that in the Patreon.
I think we should address it now.
I don't think we have time.
We're gonna wrap it up with this.
Okay.
So the rumor has been floated that Harry Styles and Martha Stewart have been spotted together,
Yeah.
and I just want to clear it up that they have not.
I don't think it's true.
They have not been.
No.
Yeah. There's no validity to that whatsoever.
It was floated.
Yeah.
I think I heard Jared talk about it.
Would you make that up?
I didn't make anything up, guys. I heard it.
He heard it.
Who'd you hear it from?
I might have said it.
You know, people.
Yeah, People Magazine.
Just no people like in the masses out in public.
Oh, you heard it in mass at church?
Yes. No.
Oh, your fucking pastor.
Oh, you're in one of those churches.
Your pastor's a liar. And is Snoop Dogg running for president or no?
I don't know, but I think he should.
I think he'd be a good president. There's no, there's no validity to that rumor either.
No,
No, there's not.
but I'm glad we addressed it because a lot of people have been talking about it.
Yeah, and by a lot we mean us three. Yeah,
It's a lot of people.
3 people makes it's a trifecta. It's a Bermuda Triangle of lies. We just you got sucked in. I hope you enjoyed the podcast episode though. So for the Jay-Z lyric, no, it's not a Jay-Z lyric of the week.
No, it just happens to be that way every
No,
week.
it's
so
not.
far.
It's not a Jay-Z lyric of the
Oh,
week.
thank God.
The lyric of the week, which we're going to talk about in the Patreon, patreon.com/meme daddies, which we got to start off the episode with that.
Yeah.
The lyric of the week is from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's plagued me for 30 years. He says, I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate read fresh, and it had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it. Yo home's to Bel Air. Doom, 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 doom.
Does he say rare?
Yeah.
I never understood that word.
I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and that's where the lyric ends. And it's plagued me for years.
What do you mean?
Well, we're going to talk about it in the Patreon.
You mean if it was AM or PM?
Nope.
I pulled up to the house around 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I yelled to the cab, "You're home. Smell you
Smell
later."
you later?
I know the rest of the fucking song.
No, but you're just talking about that first part.
The whole thing.
And that's been plaguing you?
Yeah.
But he pulls up in the daytime, in the beginning.
We'll talk about it.
I don't think it was a time period. It wasn't on his watch, though.
It wasn't on his watch. Didn't happen on his watch. All right, so patreon.com/meme daddies. We're also going to get into some creativity stuff, some stuff that happens when, when you post on Instagram and annoying stuff, but some helpful stuff too. So patreon.com/meme daddies. Go there for the bonus episode,
Boner episode.
the boner episode, the beluga boner episode. Shouldn't be talking about whale dicks on YouTube. But, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.